Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into making your RC car look absolutely awesome.
That's right. We're talking about getting that pro-level durable finish on a Lexan body.
Yeah, we've got a pretty detailed guide here, covering everything from cutting it out to the final shiny coat.
And it really matters, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The look, the longevity,
Yeah,
it all starts here.
definitely. So, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is basically to learn the ropes, avoid the common mistakes, and end up with something you're really proud of.
Sounds like a plan. So where do we start? Cutting, I guess.
Yeah, cutting. The guide mentions two main ways: scissors versus score and snap.
Right. Scissors first. You can get specialized Lexan scissors, curved and straight.
Okay.
They're, generally easier if you're just starting out. Less chance of a major slip-up.
But the edges maybe aren't as clean.
Sometimes, yeah.
Hmm.
Especially on long, straight lines. You rough cut first, then trim carefully to the line.
Gotcha. So score and snap. That sounds more precise.
It can be, yeah. You need a really sharp hobby knife, like a new number 11 blade. That's crucial.
A sharp one. Okay.
Very sharp. And you just lightly score the line on the outside film. Then gentle bend.
And it snaps.
It should snap cleanly along the score line. Don't try to peel it apart.
Right. Seems like it needs a bit more practice, maybe.
Definitely takes practice. And yeah, higher risk if your hand slips or the blade is dull, you could gouge the body, or worse, yourself.
Ouch. Okay. So scissors may be safer to start, score and snap for cleaner results later. What if the edges still need work?
You can clean them up. Fine grit sandpaper works well. Wrap it around something for curves or a rotary tool, but you got to be careful. Low speed, very light touch. Practice on scrap first. Seriously.
Good tip. And the big question, cut before you paint or after?
Oh, before. Always before. You need to test fit the body, make sure everything lines up. Plus, you don't want to risk scratching fresh paint.
Makes sense. Okay, body's cut. Now prep time. This is important, right?
Hugely important. This is all about getting the paint to stick properly. No flaking, no fish eyes.
So what's involved? Just a wipe down?
More than that, wash it thoroughly. Inside, warm water, mild degreasing soap Dawn is good. Soft cloth.
Rinse well.
Rinse really well. Then dry it completely. Pat dry with microfiber, maybe use compressed air. Just don't touch the inside after it's clean.
Fingerprints are bad news.
Exactly. Oils from your skin. Some folks even do a final wipe with isopropyl alcohol.
What about scuffing the inside? I've heard people talk about that.
Yeah, the scuffing debate. Some use fine Scotch-Brite or like 800+ grit sandpaper to give the paint more tooth.
Does it help?
It can provide better mechanical adhesion. But honestly, with good cleaning and modern paints like Tamiya PS series, it's often not necessary.
And you risk scratches showing through.
Big time, especially with metallics or crumbs. So, thorough cleaning, mandatory, scuffing. Optional, maybe a bit risky for beginners.
Okay, super clean it is. Now, masking. Keeping paint where we want it.
Yep. Window masks first usually come with the body. Apply them to the inside.
Inside, right.
And burnish those edges down really well, like really well. Use a fingernail or a tool. This stops the paint bleeding underneath.
Bleeding is the worst. What about custom designs?
High-quality modeling tape. Tamiya's yellow tape is fantastic. Comes in different widths. Apply it firmly, overlap pieces, and again, burnish every single edge meticulously.
Any tricks for curves?
Thin strips of tape work well, or flexible vinyl tape. Sometimes a little heat from a hairdryer helps it conform. And that seal coat trick is gold. A super light mist of your first color, or even clear, right along the tape edge, seals any tiny gaps before you lay down the real color.
Ah, clever. What about liquid mask? Sounds of
It is. You paint it on the inside, multiple coats, let it dry completely clear. Then you draw your design on the outside film, and carefully, lightly cut through only the dried liquid mask on the inside with a sharp knife. Then peel sections away.
Wow. Pros and cons.
Great for complex curves, potentially super sharp lines. But it takes ages to dry. Can be tricky to apply evenly without spraying, and cutting requires precision. One slip, you scored the body.
Tape sounds safer for simpler stuff, then.
Generally, yes. Faster, too. Choose based on your design and patience.
Right. Masked and ready. Time for paint. What kind do we need?
Okay, rule number 1, only use paints made for polycarbonate or Lexan. Tamiya, PS, Pactra, Spaz, Sticks, those types.
Nothing else.
Nope. Car paint, model enamel. It'll crack and flake right off when the body flexes. Disaster.
Got it. Polycarbonate paint only. And the painting setup.
Ventilation. Seriously, wear a respirator. Moderate temperature, low humidity, and as dust-free as you can manage.
Okay, let's talk rattle cans. Most people start there. Tamiya PS, for instance.
Right. Shake that can for at least a minute. Warm it up a bit if it's cold. Sit it in warm water. Always do a test spray on cardboard first.
Good habit. Technique.
Paint the inside. Hold the can maybe 10, 12 inches away. Start spraying off the body, move across smoothly, stop spraying off the body. Consistent speed and distance.
Thin coat sprays.
Yes, multiple thin, light coats, like 3 to 5 usually. The first one should be just a mist coat. Let each coat flash off, look matte before the next. Could be 5 minutes, could be 20.
Avoid thick coats like the plague.
Absolutely. They cause runs, pooling, and can bleed under masks. Patience. Clean the nozzle after each session too. Turn the can upside down. Spray till it's clear.
Now, color order. This messes with my head since we're painting inside out.
Huh? Yeah? You paint in reverse. Darkest colors go down first, then the next darkest, working towards the lightest.
So the first color sprayed is the one you see on top from the outside.
Exactly. Then after all your main colors are fully dry, you apply a backing coat.
Backing coat? Why?
It makes the colors opaque so light doesn't shine through, and it influences the final look. White makes colors brighter, truer. Silver really makes metallics and pearls pop. And black gives a darker, richer tone, plus a nice black finish inside. Let that backing coat dry well, like 12, 24 hours.
Okay, paint's done, fully cured. Time for the big reveal. Mask removal.
Carefully. Peel slowly. Pull the tape back on itself at a sharp angle, almost 180 degrees.
What if paint built up along the edge?
If it's thick, gently score along the mask edge with a fresh, sharp blade before you peel. Just score the paint layer, not the Lexan.
Got it. And that protective film on the outside.
That's the very, very last step. Peel it off after everything is done. That's when you see the real gloss.
Satisfying. Decals go on the outside then.
Yep, onto the clean outer surface after the film is off. Maybe give the outside a quick wash first.
Any other finishing touches?
You could go for a matte finish on the outside, using a matte clear coat, like Tamiya PS55. Just mask off any areas you want to keep glossy.
Cool. Or add details with markers or pinstriping?
Totally. Fine tip permanent markers, special pinstriping tape. Just make sure things are compatible. Maybe seal them with clear coat if needed.
Wow, okay. That was a lot, but it breaks down nicely. So the absolute key takeaways.
Prep. Cleanliness is everything. Use the right paint, polycarbonate only. Thin coats are your friend. Patience throughout.
Oh, and sharp tools. And that dark to light painting order. Gotta remember that.
Definitely. It seems counterintuitive, but it's crucial for painting from the inside.
So for you listening, think about it with these techniques. You can really go wild with customization. What kind of unique look could you create for your car?
Yeah, and maybe you'll even find some clever masking tricks or materials nobody's thought of yet. The possibilities are pretty vast.
Awesome stuff. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.